Gregory Bateson was living up on this property where Bandler and Grinder were living. So Bateson had a place that was literally right across where Bandler and Grinder were. So Bateson lived there. And so they had this, I think, very fortunate for them and for NLP. It wasn't just an academic connection, it was a co-living connection. Anyway, they were very much, I say, supporting and encouraging us. And I was interested in what the kind of things he was doing anyway. So I walked into his ecology of mind class. There was hundreds of people in the class. And I'm a visual person, but my auditory system is very sensitive to certain things. Like I was just saying to somebody, with these AI generated podcasts, it's really
Yeah.
hard for me to listen to them because they're clearly not coming from somebody's heart. And even if they're interesting or they're impressive, but there's no spark. Whereas somebody like Bateson, when he spoke, it was a little bit like the voice of God or something. When he spoke, it was like not just coming from his head. He was like trying to speak from his soul. And for me, I don't see auras. Some people see auras. I hear auras. It's like I used to like if I listen to some of these televangelists or certain politicians who will not be named, it's like I hear in their voice, like, this is just, excuse my term, but this is BS. Obviously, this person is just spouting. I can't relate to it. It doesn't go in anywhere. But Gregory, he had a tremendous sense of presence. He was a big guy, 6'3", and he would come and he'd speak, and you would feel like, wow, this is the wisdom of the ages coming through this person. Then, of course, like speaking about variety, one moment he'd be talking about Balinese art, and then the next moment he'd be talking about steam engines. Next, he'd be talking about Beatles' legs. The next moment he'd be just
Marxism.
so the content was all over the place. People used to say, I know he's getting at something. Why doesn't he just come out and say it? But I think if he came out and said it, it would take away from it. You wouldn't have gotten it. He was a very much of an inductive teacher. Rather than say, here's the principle and let's now unpack it, he would give all these different examples. I'd be sitting there listening and just, it would be like thoughts and ideas would just start dropping into my mind. He's not giving you the answer. He's creating this field, but then things start popping up that you, and it literally was like that for me. I would be sitting in this class and I was extremely influenced by his whole notion of the levels of learning, which was the obvious inspiration for the pyramid. I was probably naming the things that Bateson would say. He wouldn't actually come out and name it, but he would give examples, and you'd go, "Wow, this is so fundamental. This is so deep."